Welcome to History's Mysterious Minds, where we journey into the past to investigate the unsolved, the uncanny, and the stories that history refuses, or perhaps chooses, not to explain. Each week, we resurrect the people and events that left behind more questions than answers. This episode takes us back, far back, to the dawn of English colonization in the Americas. Before Plymouth, before Jamestown, there was Roanoke, England's first attempt at a permanent colony in the New World. But something went terribly wrong. When supply ships returned in 1590, the settlers were gone. No bodies, no signs of violence, just a deserted fort, an overgrown village, and a single cryptic word carved into a post, Croatoan. Episode 7, Roanoke, the colony that vanished without a trace. The story begins in 1585, nearly 40 years before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. England, under Queen Elizabeth I, was eager to compete with Spain's growing empire in the New World. The task of establishing a colony was given to Sir Walter Raleigh, a favourite of the Queen. His destination, the coast of what is now North Carolina. The first attempt failed, but in 1587 Raleigh tried again, sending over 100 settlers, men, women and children to Roanoke Island. This wasn't a military outpost. This was meant to be a real colony. Homes, families, a new beginning. Among them was John White, an artist and mapmaker who was appointed governor. His daughter, Eleanor Dare, made history by giving birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas, but within weeks the colony was in trouble. Supplies ran low. Tensions with local Native American tribes escalated. The settlers begged White to return to England for help. He agreed, but his return was delayed by war. England was locked in a brutal conflict with Spain. All ships were commandeered for defence against the Spanish Armada. White wouldn't return to Roanoke for 3 years. When he finally did, in 1590, the colony was gone. No bodies, no battle, no graves. No smoke from chimneys, no tools left behind. The entire colony had vanished. The only clue, the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post of the abandoned fort, and nearby, the letters Sorrow etched into a tree. White had told the settlers that if they were forced to move, they should carve their destination and add a cross if they were in danger. There was no cross, no distress signal, just one word, Croatoan. So, what did it mean? Croatoan referred to a nearby island, now known as Hatteras Island, and to the Croatoan people, a Native American tribe who had been friendly to the English. Some believe the colonists simply relocated there, that they integrated with the tribe, married, blended, survived. In fact, later reports from Jamestown settlers included tales of Native Americans with grey eyes who claimed to descend from white ancestors. There's even a theory that English-style architecture and words appeared in local tribes generations later, but no definitive proof was ever found. Other theories? Far darker. Some historians believe the colonists tried to sail back to England on their own and were lost at sea. Others suggest they were massacred by hostile tribes or by Spanish agents trying to wipe out English settlements. There's even a chilling theory that they starved, turned on each other, and resorted to cannibalism. No records, no remains, just a vanishing act. More than 400 years later, we still don't know the truth. Archaeologists have found hints, pottery shards, European tools buried near native settlements. DNA testing is ongoing, but the full story remains elusive. Roanoke remains a blank page in the book of history, a beginning without an end. So what really happened to the lost colony? Were they killed? Did they flee? Or did they quietly become something else, part of the land they tried to tame? We may never know, but the mystery endures. Because sometimes, history doesn't erase a chapter, it just closes the book and hides the pages. Thank you for joining me as we explored the strange silence of Roanoke. If this episode stirred your curiosity, be sure to follow, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps others find the stories time has tried to bury. Have a forgotten tale or ancient mystery you want us to investigate? Let us know We're always listening for the echoes of the past. Until next time, stay curious. And remember, some disappearances don't leave a trail, just a word carved in wood and a question that never fades.